Hello, everyone. This is Ken Jennings of Ken's Counseling Couch. Today marks 168 hours exactly from the moment I was terminated from my employment because a group of people supporting the mother of Sophie Long, Kelly Long, a child at the center of a contentious custody debate and legal suit and matter of national importance at the moment, as the child is allegedly missing. I was terminated from my job for simply reading court documents. These documents were obtained legally through a records request. These same people, not liking the fact that I read the documents, they called and emailed my employer, stating things like, I read documents under seal, which doesn't apply to me as I'm not a party. And I obtained the documents legally. They were not obtained illegally, which would be one way I could be violating the law. That's not the case. They stated I violated the cease and desist order from the mother's attorney. I received a cease and desist letter, but that letter pertained to new documents of this year in middle of May to July of 2021. The documents I were reading were from July of 2020. Over a year old, some of these documents. They stated I violated the cease and desist and that I was continuing to talk about the case. They also stated I was talking about this child's genitals in a very detailed and specific manner, stating I was enjoying said reading, that I was getting off to it. For example, I was simply reading the affidavit of the stepmother, who was explaining in detail what had happened to her stepdaughter, that her stepdaughter had come to her and told her. It always breaks my heart to see or read anything like that, considering the nature of my job. They stated I was enjoying it. Any fluctuations in my voice were from pain, not enjoyment. And it's sick that these people would even try to put that on me. I do what I do because I love to help people. I love to help children. I love to help families become stronger together. Why would I get off to that? That's just disgusting, in my opinion. They also stated I read private medical records on the stream. I did no such thing. All I read was a petition to modify the parent-child relationship and said attached affidavit on this stream. They stated to my employer in a letter or an email that I was making myself out to be an expert on this subject. I never stated that. They made multiple false allegations and accusations of what I had allegedly been doing and what I had allegedly done on this situation and on this case. Due to that, due to my employer not giving me the opportunity to explain myself, to even show her a single second of the video in question, taking at face value what was said in these emails, what was said in these calls, I lost my job as a therapist. A job where I had more than a dozen clients currently. A dozen people or more, probably more than that, but at least a dozen people who lost their therapist suddenly. People whose lives are in shambles right now, probably. People who are hanging on to threads. People whose families were getting close to doing very well may now have been destroyed permanently because these people pulled the rug out from underneath of me, took away my employment, my financial stability for my family, and they impacted dozens of other families in the process. That is sick. That is disgusting. They didn't have to like what I said. They didn't have to agree with the things I was reading. Hell, they could have called and complained and given the truth. They did no such thing. Because of it, now I have to figure out how to take care of my family. Due to this incident, multiple people have come out of the woodwork, people who don't even like me, to support me. People begged me, how can I help you? How can I give you money? And I didn't want to take it. I was basically pressured into opening a GoFundMe. And I recognize the importance of it right now, because I'm not normally one to ask for help, even though I normally give it all the time. Today, the GoFundMe has given me the opportunity to not have my own depression and anxiety be so high that I can't function. Because the moment I walked out of my old employer's office, I immediately drove to the nearest VA clinic and waited for a walk-in appointment with my therapist. Because it was that bad. Because I have dealt with suicidal ideation in the past. Because I have come close to taking my own life more than once. Issues I took a long time to work through and was thankfully in a good place. Thankfully, I'd learned the ways to manage and cope with that. I went to my therapist first. I didn't act rashly. My therapist gave me a bit of hope. The dozens and hundreds of people who have supported me in the week since I was terminated have given me hope. Hope that I can move on. Hope that I can find another job. And hope that there's a way out of this mess. Most importantly, hope that there's justice for my termination, which was done improperly and potentially wrongly terminated from my job. And the defamation that has come against me from this group of people. There may be justice. The options are being explored. The most important thing I can do today is thank those who've come out to support me. You've done something I could have never imagined and would have never asked of people. All I've ever wanted to do on YouTube, for example, was talk about things related to my job, in my field, in mental health and psychology, and provide a little speck of hope for people. Maybe give them a point in the right direction. Never made myself out to be the expert. Never made myself out to be the things that these people are alleging. So you people, the people who have sent me hundreds of DMs and emails, in messages in Discord and other places. Hey, we're there with you, Ken. We're there. We're here to support you. Tell us what we can do. Tell me what I can do to help you. Over and over and over again. Because that's what people who are in a good place in their life do. That's what people who care about other people's livelihoods do. Some of these people don't even like me. They think I'm a hack, or they think this field's stupid, or it's made up. But I'll be damned if they didn't lose their shit when they saw I was fired. And I cannot thank them enough for that. So I will show the different ways you can support me financially if you'd like. There's a GoFundMe. You can donate there. The money will be used to help cover 3 months worth of expenses if needed, to help me get back up on my feet and find employment and everything. Any kind of legal action that will be taken will be used from this money too. I have a couple bills I'm behind on because of other things that have happened over the past few months. Different emergencies that have happened in my life. Some of it will be used to help that. Any money left over will be used to be donated to a charity supporting children or supporting mental health. Because that's what really mattered in this case, was letting people see the horrors that happen to children who go through custody fights like this. Because parents can't grow the fuck up and deal with things in a rational manner. I never sided with the mother. I never sided with the father. I sided with the child in this case. That's it. Because of that, I lost my job. I lost the ability to put food on my table. They think they can knock me down. They have done maybe something that would have come close before. The only thing they did was wake up the dragon. I'm full of fire of life and passion. I'm going to continue my pursuits in my profession. I'm going to find another job, a better job. I'm going to help the people who want help. I'm going to return the gift that people have given me in helping me get stable over the next month or two in ways that I don't think I can ever repay, but I will try. So for that, still, I want to thank everybody for supporting me. If you'd like to go to my GoFundMe, it is at supportken.com. It's in the ticker below. You can also support me on my locals page monthly or a one-time donation at supportken.com/locals or a one-time tip at supportken.com/tip. Thank you again, everyone who's been there, because you are the people that matter. You are the people. You are the good people that matter to the world. The people who struggle with the ability to understand information that disagrees with their own take, these are the people that have their own personal life problems that I personally and honestly and truly feel sorry for, because it's a pathetic lifestyle and it's a pathetic way to live. No one should have to stand like that and live like that. And I feel sorry that they've gotten themselves in that place. I hope that one day they'll get out of it. But the worst part of it is that they're not just doing it on their own. They're doing it on the back of a 9, 10-year-old girl who may have been abused, who may have been assaulted. At the very least, her parents are causing her trauma she will never undo. Years of therapy cannot undo what is happening to this child. That is the tragedy in all this. I only hope the best for that child. I hope the best for the people who supported me. And I do truly hope the people who are this low in their own life, that they feel that it's empowering to some degree to take another person's employment simply because I read a document word for word. I hadn't even interpreted it yet. I haven't even given my own opinion of it at that point. But that was enough for them. Think about what it means to be that kind of person in your life. Think about how sad and lonely they must be, how unfulfilled they must be in their own lives. Even the people who have supported me are in really shitty places right now. But they're fighting their way out of it. These people are latching onto a child and onto a movement to further their own personal agenda. That's probably the worst part of it. Thank you very much for your time today. It's only been a week. It's been 168 hours. I've struggled, but I've grown. Let's see what happens in the following week, in the following month from this incident. Have a great day. Love you guys. Take care. This is Ken signing out for the day. Good night.